Hey guys, welcome to a week in my life as a 20-year-old girly pop living in Vancouver who has no clue what she wants to do with her life. As you can see by the title card, today is Sunday and that is my reset day where I do all my chores that I've been putting off for the whole week and get them done. Today I have to make my bed, which I do every day. I then have to do my laundry. I have to fold laundry and put it away and then also wash laundry. I have to order my groceries online and then I have to make some bagels for the week, and then later in the evening I have volleyball for 3 hours. That's my day today, so stick around to watch that all unfold. By the way, I'm not sure if you've noticed, there's little cards that are popping up that say now playing. That's not what is playing in the track because copyright issues. However, those are songs that I'm currently listening to, either if I have headphones in or my laptop's playing, because I love to find new music and I think it's a great way for other people to find new music. I wish I could play like little samples of them, but I just worry about copyright. If you want to listen to them, I've put the artist and the name of the song and everything, so it's super easy to Google or, look up on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you use. Okay, and with that being said, let's get back to folding my laundry because it's not going to fold itself. Moving right along, I now have to do my grocery shopping. I do it online because it's so much easier, and honestly, I'll just pay the $6 for the delivery fee. I usually get Greek yogurt, some form of bacon, usually turkey bacon, and then some kind of meat. Sometimes I'll get chicken and beef. Sometimes I have one in the fridge already or the freezer, so I just get the other one. And otherwise, it's just kind of filler items like hash browns. I get some kind of fruit and veggie most of the time. I like most fruits, however, a lot of them are really expensive, so I stick to the berries usually and what's on sale, and apples. I really like Pink Lady apples, and then otherwise just a few pantry items, but that's it. Okay, so the final task I have to get done before volleyball is making some bagels. I found this recipe on TikTok and they're meant to be high protein 4-ingredient bagels, so I'll link the TikTok in the description below if you're interested. Now, the original recipe that the girl makes 4 bagels, however, I double it and make 8 so that it lasts me throughout the week. Therefore, the measurements on screen will be for 8 bagels. Also, I just want to mention that in order to track my food, I prefer to measure most of my ingredients and food in grams or milliliters or ounces, but I will try and put the equivalent in cups as well. What you will need is, in a big bowl, mix 480 grams of flour, which is equivalent to 4 cups, with 700 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt, or 3 cups, and a couple pinches of salt, along with 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Once you have that all in your bowl, you're just gonna mix it all up until it becomes this dough-like texture. You'll start to think like, oh my god, this is never gonna actually form into a dough. Trust me, it does. It just takes a long time. As you can see, I've sped this up and cut parts out of this because it is such a long, time-consuming process. However, it slowly forms into a ball of dough, and I find it's kind of easier to dump it on the counter sometimes and get it with your hands rather than a spatula. Just keep kneading it away, and then eventually it forms into a ball of dough. One thing to mention, I have to use specific Greek yogurt that is lactose-free just because I'm lactose intolerant. However, there are specific Greek yogurts that you can get that are thicker and less runny, I guess you could say, that help with the consistency of your dough and help make it easier to make these bagels. And also it just changes the texture of the bagels because the texture of the yogurt is half of the bagel. So now that I have my dough ball all created, I weigh it out to see what the total weight is, because in order for my tracking to be accurate, I need to portion out 8 bagels equally. So I weigh the total one and then divide it by 8, and then each bagel that I make is going to be the same weight. Hopefully that makes sense. If you're not worried about tracking, just go by eye. It really does not matter that much. However, I like to be very precise about it. So then you shape the bagels into their little bagel shapes. I find that if I like roll it around in my hands and kind of just poke a hole through and then just work my way around to make it somewhat even, that usually works. One thing that I find with these bagels, since they're made up of 4 things, is they're very sticky. So I find I need to wet my hands a lot with water in order to keep it from sticking to my hands a ton. Once you have your bagels formed, you're going to take an egg and scramble it up and brush it all over the bagels as an egg wash. The last thing I do before putting them in the oven is I grab any spices I want. I'm doing garlic here, and sprinkle it all over the bagels. I make mostly savory bagels, and then I do a couple sweet ones that are cinnamon and brown sugar just to spice it up. And now that you have your bagels spiced with your topping of choice, you can put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. And now, after all of that, dishes.
A few moments later.
And with the bagels done and out of the oven, the last thing I have to do is get ready to go to volleyball for the evening. I packed my gym bag with everything I need, and I just grabbed a bagel and a protein drink for a snack because I realized I hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, and I was probably going to be hungry during the 3 hours of playing. And that was my night. It was much shorter than it usually is because my right shoulder was killing me and I couldn't hit without any pain. So I went home, took a shower, did my skincare, and just called it a night. That was my Sunday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's currently 5:34 a.m. No, I don't willingly wake up at this time, but I need to for work. Against my will, I'm awake. I'm going to finish getting ready and then pack my food for work, and then I gotta get in an Uber because I gotta get to work before 6 because the company only pays for the Ubers before 6 a.m. So I work at 6:30, therefore I'm gonna sit in our back room and eat my breakfast for 30 minutes. So yeah, welcome to the vlog for Monday. If you don't hear much more talking, I apologize. Don't you worry, I love to yap. I'm sure I'll talk at some point. I'm gonna put my music in, I'm gonna finish getting ready, and I'll probably see you at work. Good morning, folks. I am currently at work. I work at Starbucks, as you can probably see. For breakfast, we have pancakes that I made yesterday, and we have turkey bacon out of the air fryer this morning, and a little bit of maple syrup because I'm Canadian. It's a necessity. And then you may be asking, Jade, what's your go-to Starbucks drink? Well, let me tell you. I get 3 shots of blonde ristretto espresso, 2 pumps of chai. I put my own milk in because it has higher protein, cinnamon, and then a little bit of ice. And that's it. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, probably watch some YouTube videos, and then clock in at 6:30. Okay, hello, it's voiceover Jade here. It's Monday, as I've told you like 3 times, and it was a very boring Monday, to be honest. I worked until about 1 or 2, I don't really remember, and then I walked home. It was beautiful, but waking up that early makes me have naps in the afternoon, so I had a nap way too long, decided fuck the gym. I did not feel like going outside, and just watched YouTube videos the rest of the night. That's pretty much it. Good morning, guys, or should I say good afternoon, because it's currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what happens on my sleep-in days. I love my sleep and I will never change. We have breakfast, but it's more like brunch at this point. I made a farmer's wrap, as you watched, and then I've got some apples, some mandarin oranges, which like the best mandarin oranges I've had in quite a long time. And then I just have some turkey bacon that I cooked. So I'm gonna enjoy this while watching some Netflix. guys, I just basically washed my face, brushed my teeth, got my whole self together, as you can see off camera. So it's my day off today, and honestly I'm just gonna be doing some errands, non-moving errands, stationary errands. I have to call Statistics Canada today. I also have a job interview tomorrow, speaking of work, and I need to prep for that. I need to just spend like probably an hour going over the questions, answering them, figuring out what I'm gonna say, as I am a yapper and I struggle to keep things concise. And then anything else on my laptop, pretty much, we'll see if I need to do anything. I'll probably check in with my monthly spending and my budget and just, update that, because it just makes me feel a little bit more at peace. And other than that, probably a little bit of editing. Just try and edit this video that you're watching right now. We'll see where the day takes me. I do have to go to the gym later today. You might see footage of that, you might not, I don't know. And then other than that, probably just make supper. I'm gonna get started on this task at hand.
Something about the way that you understand. We don't need a rush and we don't need to make no plans. You say, pace yourself.
Hello guys, I'm all done at the gym. Workout was okay. Realized that I only had 6 days off in between the time that I did quads last week and now this week. My right knee got some pain in it, but we always have that, so that's kind of normal, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get a sweet treat first because my calories allow that. So I'm gonna walk home now. Alright guys, we're back home. I'm gonna eat my chocolate egg and a little bit of my popcorn, and then I'm just gonna go to bed. This is good night from me because I'm gonna watch YouTube until I'm done my little snacky poo. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Love ya. Good morning. It's way too early, and honestly, I would love to be back to sleep right now. However, I work this morning and need to wake up, so I'm gonna get dressed and head downstairs to go and make some breakfast. It's a working day today, and then I have my job interview, so I'll let you guys know how that goes afterwards. We'll have a little chat. Let's get on with my day, shall we? I'm so tired, oh my god. Okay, let's go get dressed. Okay, all dressed. Little fit check pants from Old Navy, a shirt from my mom's closet, Costco socks. That's pretty much it. Just put my hair in a ponytail. way to work. So I got the job. I'm so excited actually. That interview went so well. I was kind of nervous going into it, but I felt pretty decent about my responses. And she even said I had good answers, so slay. I'm gonna go home now because it's chilly as heck outside. And I'll probably have a little snack. I'm a little hungry. Yeah. Hello guys, I'm back. I know I said that I was probably gonna chat with you about the job interview. However, I had a nap. So now it's supper time because it's currently 7-Eleven, not the brand. And I made a little chicken taco. I know it does not look that appealing. It's the lighting, okay? Don't come for me. A little bit about the job interview. I was just basically applying to be a position higher than the one that I currently am. And I successfully got the job. Whoop, whoop. Honestly, there wasn't really much to say about it. The manager and I vibed really well, which was awesome. And yeah, I'm just gonna head to the gym later today. I was saying, I'm so sorry if all the gym clips look like shit. Because A, I ran out of storage, and B, I don't really know if filming's all allowed in the gym or not. Like it says don't film other people, which obviously, and also I don't want to be known as the girly pop who films. So I am just gonna kind of keep the camera hidden if I can. So you'll see what you see. If you're interested in like a week of workouts, I could probably try and get better footage. However, until then, it's probably just gonna be shitty ass angles. We do what we do. I'm gonna go and enjoy my chicken taco and watch some Netflix on the couch. Hi guys. I know I'm pretty sure the last clip that you saw of me, I said I was having supper and then that I was gonna go to the gym. And I could very easily pretend like I went to the gym, but I'm gonna be so for real with you. I saw the weather outside and I said fuck that. Instead, I spent my evening watching Severance season 2 episode 9. I'm just gonna give a little bit of my thoughts here, so spoiler alert. If you have not watched Severance and you're planning to, which I highly suggest you do, I'll put the timestamp in the corner right here to when you should skip to. However, if you have watched it or you don't care about spoilers, I'm gonna start. Number 1, this show is freaking me out. I don't know who to trust at this point. I don't like Devin. She gives weird vibes. I still don't know if I can trust Cobell. And the ending of it, the way that she was standing in front of the fire, could you be any more intimidating, woman? And then like Mark is like, she's alive, and then it cuts to her and she's like, what's the significance of that? Is she bad? What else? Dylan. Oh, the Dylan drama between his wife and his Indian Audi is crazy. Like, what the fuck kind of love triangle is that? Challengers Severance Edition. Yeah, I saw that the elevator when he went down onto it. That's a crazy sentence. When he went down in the elevator, they could basically be like resetting him. I don't know if that's the case or not. I saw that someone commented that they think that Dylan went down to the floor that Gemma's on to be a hero because he has a photographic memory. Now, I don't know if that's true. I could not tell you half the stuff about the characters at this point, but that could be super fucking cool. And then like when Helly's dad walks in and is like, you tricked me. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? And Helly's like, who the fuck are you? And honestly, yeah, who the fuck are you? We have to talk about though, Milchick was kind of slaying this episode. Devour Feculence, he ate. C-H-I. How many letters in Milchick? 8. Mr. Gemini's eat shit. Okay. King. I don't like Milchick. He gives me weird, rude, asshole vibes, but he ate. Yeah, I'm trying to think about the other things. I love how sassy Mark's Audi is because, yeah, what do you mean, Cobell? That we're just gonna fucking stand in the woods and
wait until dark and you're not gonna tell me fucking shit about what's going on. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on episode 9. The finale episode comes out tomorrow, so if we watch it tomorrow, I will be letting you know what I think. I'm a little scared that it's gonna be a big ass cliffhanger. I don't know if I can do any more than 1 year, because how? I can hardly wait a fucking week in between each cliffhanger. But yeah, Gemma slayed as usual. Helly, her walk slays. I don't care if people clown her for it. Girl's strutting. Girl is strutting her stuff. To recap, I'm scared. Those are my thoughts, my completely disorganized thoughts. So it's been about 9 minutes of me ranting. So I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm actually just gonna hit the hay. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Outfit check for today. We have the same pants as yesterday and just a Rolling Stones t-shirt and of course the handy dandy Costco socks. Good morning, guys. I'm just eating my breakfast right now. It's currently 6:55. I gotta leave the house in about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. I just wanted to give you a little agenda for today. I have work at 7:30, and then after that, I want to do some work on my laptop. I don't know if I'm gonna go to a different cafe or just stay in the Starbucks cafe. Once again, another pretty chill day. I will go to the gym later tonight. I have to make supper. Otherwise, not much is going on today. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I'm gonna finish this, watch some YouTube, and head to work. It's kind of cold today. Okay guys, I just finished work and now I'm headed to Brecca to go and do some work on my laptop, aka editing this video that you're watching, because I have not started that and it's gonna take me a while. So we're just walking to Brecca and you'll probably see a little time lapse of me at Brecca on my laptop. Hi, can I get a small iced Americano with some oat milk in it, please? No, that's everything, thank you. Hey guys, I know the last time I chatted with you, I was about to go to Brecca, and then I did Brecca, and I came back from Brecca. I sat there for 2 hours editing this video that you're watching. I didn't even get through day 1. This shit is gonna kill me. And yeah, so then when I got home, I realized I was like extremely hungry, and I may have eaten all my supper without taking one video of me making it or eating it. So you get to see the aftermath of it. I had sweet and sour rice with rice. Why did I say it like that? Sweet and sour rice with popcorn chicken, and then I had a cut up apple and a little bit of Nutella with it. It was delicious. I'm now gonna drink my water, and then I'm gonna head to the gym, but I'm gonna watch some Netflix before the gym. But I will be going to the gym, I promise, because I've been slacking. I pinky promise you, I'm going to the gym. Alright, I said I was going to the gym. I'm not lying to you. I am indeed going to the gym. We got alpha elite sweatpants on, black t-shirt on, and then I have shorts on. However, we will not be taking these sweatpants off because my legs are not shaved. And it's back and biceps, so it's not like a crazy intense workout, but I do need to shave my legs tonight. Maybe I'll see you at the gym, I don't know. All done. I'm gonna go have a shower now, and then I'm gonna go to bed. This is all for me for today. So, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Good morning, guys. It is Friday. It's not my Friday. I work tomorrow. As you can probably tell, it looks quite late in the morning, and I'm still in bed. You're probably thinking, Jade, you're gonna be late for work. Well, joke's on you, I close. Yeah, today's gonna be kind of a very slow morning. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I don't know, my roommate might be downstairs, so you might not see breakfast. So I'm gonna get dressed. All right. Hi guys, it's breakfast time. I made pretty much the same thing that I had yesterday. We got some hash browns, turkey bacon, oranges with some ketchup. Yeah, and I'm just watching Inside. Ready for the day. This is not my work outfit, by the way. This is my at-home comfy clothes. These are, yes, you guessed it, Old Navy pants that I wore 2 days in a row. We're currently making my supper for tonight that I'm packing. Because I close tonight and I'm done work quite late. And then I decided I'm going to the gym, so I might not watch Severance. But I will try and watch it on Saturday, okay? We should be proud that I'm going to the gym, okay? Alright, we got some popcorn chicken. Because I like some crispy chicken, and grilled chicken is like kind of giving me the ick right now. We're gonna pop it in the air fryer because I need to cook it and not eat it cold. I put it in the air fryer for 15 minutes on 400. It will not be in there for the whole time because I have to leave in about 11 minutes. So as long as it can cook in there for as long as possible. Next, I'm gonna weigh out 150 grams of my rice that I cooked yesterday. I actually haven't eaten rice in so long. I think it could possibly be over 6 months. 150 grams of rice. And then I'm gonna take my sweet Thai chili, because I'm a white person and this is about as much spice as I have in my life. I'm weighing out about 40 mils of that to put and mix in with the chicken. I'm just gonna kind of mix this in. That's all done. I think I'm gonna put an apple with it. Oh, and I'm kind of hungry right now, so I'm just gonna eat my protein bar, pure protein bar. It's 190 calories a slide and literally 20 grams of protein. Toodaloo. The sun is out! Almost there, and it's so nice outside right now. No rain. I did not wear my rain boots, so I'm praying it's not going to rain. This is my supper. We've got rice, sweet and sour rice, and popcorn chicken. Work has been honestly very chill. Not much has gone on today. I'm gonna eat my food and watch some TikTok. Hi guys, a little bit of a different angle I wasn't expecting for you guys to see, but this is me at work. It's currently 8:58. I was supposed to be done at 8:30, and I don't know if I'm gonna go to the gym or not now, because the gym closes at 10:30. I have to do a leg day. Like, I don't know if that's even possible at this point. And I'm kind of just like over this day. So I'll show you what I'm dealing with. We've had kind of just issue after issue. Water related issue after issue. The toilet clogged today, which was fun. And the plumber like just got here close to when we closed, and he left a mess. So we have to clean that. And then I was closing the bar, as a barista does, and I ran into a little bit of a leakage. I'll show you. Our bar decided to not drain any of the water. So while it's cleaning, there's just water everywhere. So I'm probably actually just gonna go home and watch Severance. Thanks for watching the vlog so far, guys. Janice, I hope you're still watching. Shout out you. Janice, you're currently cleaning the bathroom that someone clogged, and there's shit water all over the floor. Okay, goodbye. Hi guys, I am so sorry that all you're getting is like pretty much talking clips today. I just wanted to update you. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't watch Severance. I'm sorry, I let y'all down. Today kicked my ass. But tomorrow, I'm gonna kick tomorrow's ass. And that's all the motivational speech that you're gonna get from me. Tomorrow I work again, but then the plan is to go to the gym. And nothing should stop me from going to the gym except this. And it's mind over matter. Your mind is what matters. Your mindset matters. I don't know why I'm doing spoken word right now. I just wanted to give a quick little good night, end the day. Tomorrow's the last day of the vlog, and I realize that this has not been super entertaining, and I apologize, but I hope you get a little bit of joy out of my day. See you tomorrow, silly little gooses. Hello guys, as I promised, here is my completely disorganized thoughts about season 2, episode 10 of Severance. We open with Cobell. She has ruined the name Mark for me. By the way, spoilers, obviously. If you haven't watched the show, what the fuck are you doing? Watch the show. I usually hate paying for subscriptions. Now that it's all out, go get your 7-day free trial. It opens with Mark in the birthing cabin. And it starts with this scene where both Marks, Annie and Outie Mark, are getting to know each other. But then you can kind of tell that the vibes are turning a little hostile. And Annie Mark is like, well, you don't really care about me. And actually, I knew it. I knew from the moment Outie Mark said Heleny, called Heleny, like a little joke, like he was like, he didn't care enough to know her name. I knew in that moment that Mark S was pissed. I fucking knew it. Because yeah, what do you mean you don't know my girlfriend's name? Huh? That was really good. From a cinematography standpoint and also acting standpoint, they absolutely need to be giving Adam Scott an award, because that performance of the split personalities and the fact that you could so easily tell who is who regardless of like the colors, because yeah, they still did the blue and the red and blah blah blah, but the way that he's able to portray both versions of himself and make it easily understandable as to who's who is wild. Very talented. And then the whole like trust thing, and he's like, well, like, I don't know, maybe you're lying and like you don't really care about my life. It kind of opened my eyes, because I was like, oh shit, you know what, Outie Mark is not really like cared about any Mark at all. He doesn't even really view him as a person. So yeah, no shit, any Mark is like, I don't give a fuck about you, but they convince him. The whole part of the show that's taking place in the office. Wild. Oh my fucking god. Cinematic masterpiece. Best TV that I have watched in a hot minute. It just had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. First of all, the music, the lighting, the shots, just perfection. Milkshake that ass. Milkshake do the shimmy. Because that whole ass marching band performance, that's what season 2's budget went to. And I get it, they were like doing it so like they could keep Mark like preoccupied, but overstimulating nightmare. I love Helly hitting Milkshake in the head with a trumpet or whatever the fuck it was. Peak comedy right there. If The Bear can get nominated as a comedy series, I think that alone should make Severance be allowed to be nominated as a comedy. Continuing on. Oh my god. Okay, the goat thing. We still don't fucking know what's happening with the goats. How the fuck has season 2 come and gone and we still don't know what the fuck is happening with the goats? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want that goat to die. I'm glad it ended the way it did. But I wanted to know what the fuck the goats are for. What are they fucking for? Because all I know at this point is that the goats get sacrificed. Like, are they trying to I don't get it. I don't know. All I want to know is what the fuck those goats are for. Goat lady, the actress's name is Gwendolyn. That takedown of Mr. Drummond, snaps to you. That had me kicking my feet and giggling. Because what do you mean you're elbowing him in the face? Slay. Literal slay. If there was any time to say slay in that whole show, she slayed. Mr. Drummond needed to die. I did not like his character. I need the doctor to die. Dr. Mauer can go suck a dick and die. Dr. Mauer needs to go night-night and not in a good way. Yeah, I'm happy that Drummond died. The whole elevator moment with Drummond and Mark, and then, oh my god, I'm telling you, this show is low-key funny. Because then when Mark was shouting at the lady with the unloaded gun, and he's like, do it, and she's like, no, and he's like, do it, and she's like, no, and they went back and forth 3 or 4 times, and he's just like chasing her around, and she's just like, no, and she's not even like all that worried, because what's he gonna do, shoot her? No, the gun's unloaded, duh. But it was so funny. Like, I genuinely laughed in that moment. And that's why I'm telling you that they need to be nominated in the comedy department as well. Can they just win all of them, please? They need to win all the awards this season. The reunion, oh my god. I just want to say my heart hurts. That was beautiful. I also saw somewhere, like, someone mentioned, like, pointed out that they had to act out 4 different personality situations. First one was they needed to do Innie Gemma and Outie Mark, and then through the doorway, real Gemma and Outie Mark, and then in the elevator, Innie Mark and Miss Casey, and then the final one, Outie Gemma and Innie Mark. You know, someone raised a good point, and I'm not gonna lie. The first time I watched it, I was furious. I thought, how could he? He literally fucked up everything. He's pissed everyone off who's important. There's no fucking way that he is making it alive more than 10 minutes at this point. And I was pissed. Here we are seeing our girl Gemma get into the staircase, pleading Mark, literally begging, crying, throwing up, screaming, tears down her face, pleading Mark to come out the door. And that shit, that tore a piece out of my heart. I will forever feel bad for that Gemma, because I don't know if that Gemma realizes that Mark was not her Mark. That was Mark S. I love Mark S and Helly R. Helly, one of my favorite characters hands down of this season. Fuck Helena Egan. Helly, oh my god, Helly's my queen. I would die for Helly. And Helly was gonna die so that Mark's outie could be with his wife. Isn't that crazy? Helly was gonna put down her life, not just for Mark's innie, but for Mark's outie. That's how much she fucking loves that man. So now it's like you're torn between the 2 love stories. I love the Gemma reunion, Mark, shit. But Helly and Mark S deserve to be happy. They deserve to have a life. Even if that life is literally only 10 minutes long, I want them to live happily ever after. But seeing my girl Gemma in that stairwell, that really changed me. So maybe to her, she just sees Mark going off to another woman. It was a beautiful, beautiful finale, like really great. I love when the things that are done in shows that cause a lot of controversy and a lot of conversations around difficult topics hit those points and just leave you to sit with it. That was my rant. I feel like that was a little bit more organized than last time, actually. I kind of went, you know, scene by scene a little bit more. Once again, milkshake devoured that feculence. And long live Kier. I'm gonna go to bed because it's a little late. And that was my thoughts. No other thoughts except for Kier, brilliant one, Kier. Okay, good night.